Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so happy that you chose to join us. We have a wonderful celebration tonight, and we want you to know that you are the one that's making it extra special. Let the Children Sing is about more than a poem that became a song, that became a musical, that became a phenomenon for about 3 years. We toured the East Coast and had a wonderful time celebrating all the good things that God was doing in our lives and the lives of our children. I overheard a woman say once to a group of children who were singing too loudly or words in a song that she didn't want to hear, "Be quiet, stop that singing, go somewhere and sit down." And I thought to myself, well, if you don't like what they're singing, don't make them quiet, give them something to sing. And not only give them something to sing, but give them words to live by. And from that incident, Let the Children Sing, the song, was born. Tonight, we're going to bring you snapshots of the 1990 production. Can't do it all, and we have a number of alums who have come on board to help us out. And I want you to know that this is just a testament of how faithful God is. The more I thought about it, because we started planning this 2 years ago, and as the pandemic evolved, we figured, well, maybe we won't be able to do it. And then I thought, if not now, then when? So it is very important that in these days we find joy, that we find assurance, that we find the hope that we need to get through this. And we know that we have a faithful God. And I know there's some witnesses in this house. Well, one of the opening pieces that we started with at the 1990 version of Let the Children Sing was a classic poem that I learned years and years and years and years and years ago. And it goes like this. There once was a peach, the prettiest little peach that you ever did see. The rain kissed it, the sun kissed it, and the peach grew and grew. Very simple, right? Well, imagine 6 different people interpreting that simple poem. Imagine a kindergartner, a 2nd grader, a 6th grader, a junior high school student, a senior high school student, and finally, a college student, all saying, "The peach." The peach, kindergarten.
The peach. There once was a peach, the prettiest little peach that you ever did see. The rain kissed it, and the sun kissed it, and the peach grew and grew and grew. Hi, Mommy.
The peach, 2nd grade.
The peach. That one with the peach, the pretty little peach you never did see. The rain kissed it, and then the sun kissed it, and the peach grew and grew. Thank you.
The peach, 6th grade. I'm not doing it. I don't know it. I told you I didn't know it. How you gonna make me do something I don't know? This don't make no sense. I don't have an attitude. I don't know the stupid poem, so why I gotta do this? All right, okay, go ahead. You tell me the words. Tell me whatever, I'll say whatever you tell me to say. The peach. There once was a peach. The ugliest, the prettiest little peach you ever did see. What? The rain kissed it. And the sun kissed it. And the peach. I didn't roll my eyes. I'm not rolling my eyes. I said what you said. The rain kissed it, and the sun kissed it, and what? The peach grew and grew. I want to hear about it. This is why I don't like this school, and I don't like this class, and don't nobody like this school. Doing poems about fruit. Don't nobody even care. I can't wait till I go to another school. I can't wait. The Peach, junior high school.
Me and my boys, we was out for a ride. We rode past the school. They said, come inside. There's a dude on the stage trying to rap. He's so stupid they won't even clap. I walked to the stage, took the microphone, said, have a seat. Watch me, home. Once upon a time, there was this peach. That's the reason I'm doing the speech. The rain kissed it and the sun did too. Everybody knows it grew and grew. Say, hey. Say, yo. Say, peach.
The Peach, high school. Girl, I got some news for you, girl. Yes. Honey, I gotta hurry up because my boyfriend does not like to hear me talking about people. He says I gossip, but I just share information. Girl, about 2 weeks ago, this new girl came to our school. And all the boys were going, oh, she's so fly. They carried on. So I said, oh, let me see the sister. So I saw her in the cafeteria. So I went over, I introduced myself. I said, hi, how you doing? She said, oh, pleased to meet you. My name is Peachy. I said, oh, that's cute. And so, we just went on our way. And about a week later, my girlfriend in my math class said, I saw you talking to the new girl the first day of school. I said, yeah, I just, I was cool. I said, hey. She said, well, honey, that same day, the first day, this chick was at her locker, and guess who was up there trying to help her open her locker? I said, who? She said, Rain. I said, Rainy, what's he trying to do with his crazy self? She said, I don't know. But the next day, while she was waiting at the bus stop, Rainy goes over to the bus stop where she is, puts his arms around her, and kisses her. I was like, for real? She just got here. He said, that's what I'm saying. But that's not all. I said, well, what else is it? He said, girl, a week later at the game, I was standing in line with my friends at the snack bar. And I looked up ahead of me, and there was this peachy girl, right? And I looked up, I said, that's not Rain she's standing with. Guess who she was with? I said, I don't know. She said, Sunny. I said, Sunny? Oh, everybody knows Sunny. Ew, what's she doing with Sunny? She said, I don't know. But while they were standing in the snack bar line, he reaches over and kisses her in the line. I was like, stop. She said, yes. I said, what? Oh, she's doing too much. I said, that's what I'm saying. I said, somebody need to talk to that sister. I said, well, it won't be me. Because my mama told me any young lady that carries herself around like that, first she let Rainy kiss her, then she let Sunny kiss her. And now my mama says, you keep carrying yourself around like that, in a little while, you're going to begin to grow and grow and grow. But don't tell nobody, because you know what? I don't gossip. I just share information. I'm like a news radio station. You know me. KYW. Woo! Hey, the Peach. The Peach, college. There once was a peach, the most beautiful peach that your eyes ever beheld. The rain caressed the peach, and the sun caressed the peach, and the peach, the ambrosia of the gods, grew and grew and grew. That was so much fun. Now you know why I'm never lonely. I have all these characters that travel along with me everywhere I go. Speaking of a peach, I want you to meet my friend Gail Jackson. She is truly a peach. She's beautiful, she's talented, she's lovely, and her husband can really cook. Right, Hudson? Gail and I met in the early 70s in New York City. She was performing with the Tom Skinner Associates, ministering with the Tom Skinner Associates, and I was a student at Hunter College. We met together at concerts and workshops until finally it evolved into a lifelong friendship. Gail has the voice of an angel, and just her spirit matches it. Won't you welcome my sweet friend, Gail Jackson.
Greetings to Reverend Elsa Bass and the LTCS cast, past and present. It seems like a lifetime ago that the original production of Let the Children Sing took place. I can't believe that it's been 30 years and that this program that Elsa produced, this uplifting and inspiring program, which gave God all the glory. I've always been in awe of Elsa's talents, creativity, and humor, and this production, as well as ministry, gave us a display of the gifts that God has given her. It was my privilege to be able to sing and to be in the company of such a wonderful group of musicians and artists who had given their lives to the Lord, and to show the world that Christian theater can speak to the hearts and minds of people and bring them into an awareness of who Jesus Christ is and how he can change their lives. I remember Ardie Brown, and I remember Darryl Johnson. Ardie was a beautiful dancer, and Darryl was a beautiful musician who had gifts and talents for the bass and the guitar, and had such a loving and quiet spirit. We miss them dearly. They are in heaven now. And one day we look forward to being reunited with them again around the throne of God. Bingham, Bass, and Brown, together forever. Until the COVID-19 pandemic hit, I was still singing in local churches here in my hometown of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and I was a choral member for the North Carolina Master Chorale, which is the official chorus for the North Carolina Symphony in Raleigh, North Carolina. We were responsible for providing choral selections with the symphony, and we did our own separate concerts of major works and an annual Christmas program that drew in large crowds of people. We are hopeful that one day we will be able to resume our concert season, which was cut short in March. But until then, we shelter in place and we participate via Zoom to keep our spirits and our music interests high. Again, congratulations, Elsa. It's been a great 30 years. And I just give you honor for the way you've allowed the Lord to use you, to use your gifts and your talents and your humor, and the way you've been able to work with children and give them hope and direction. And so, congratulations, and let the children sing.
Didn't I tell you? What a lovely voice. And Gail, thank you for those sweet words. I appreciate them so very much. I love you. Have you ever prayed for patience? I mean, really prayed for patience. Sometimes you should be very careful how you pray. This next scene, entitled The Interview, was written for a number of reasons. One was just to showcase the delightful talents of Faith Dyson Washington. She is gifted beyond my wildest dreams, and I hope you enjoy the interview. Good afternoon, young people. My name is Mrs. Thomas, and I'm here to help you with the pre-job selection process. And we're going to assess the skills and experience you have so that with all hope, we're going to find you a job that's suited to your background and what your goals and objectives are. I did want to mention that you all received an application upon walking in. I need you to make sure that the application is thoroughly completed with your address, your name, phone numbers, any other situation, any other information that's pertinent. That's going to expedite our interview time, because we have quite a large number of people to interview today. So I'm going to get started while you continue to work on that. The first person on my list is Miss
Tanisha.
Oh, are you Miss Rockwell?
Tanisha Rockwell, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. All right. Nice.
Tanisha Rockwell, boo-boo. Mm-hmm. This is a nice little office you got here.
Thank you very much. Now, was your name Tanisha or how?
Tanisha Rockwell, but everybody called me Nene though. Okay. Mm-hmm. I used to be called Isha, but then this big head girl had moved around my way, and her name was Isha. And my cousin was like, "You don't want nobody calling you Isha." So then I had to start going by the name of Nene.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Rockwell.
Mm-hmm. Is them jelly beans you got on your desk there? I'm so hungry.
Yes. You go right ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now, Ms. Rockwell, it says here that you are interested in business. Is that correct?
Business.
Business. All right. I just need to know, do you have any experience?
You drive. Look, you jump right in, boo-boo. Yeah. I got lots of experience. Okay. I can tell you a few stories. Okay. Look, last week, me and my cousin drove to Camden, to Jersey, right? Now, we was going to meet up with her boo.
Oh, what? Okay. No. Wait, Miss Rockwell, not that kind of experience. Do you have any business experience, like training or classes in school?
Right, yeah. I had took a business class.
Oh, excellent. Oh, okay, excellent. So you have some skills. Do you type?
Yeah, I be killing it when I type.
Wonderful. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How fast do you type?
Something like 12 words a minute.
You can't be serious.
These two fingers right here, a tad type right out.
Do you have any other knowledge of office equipment?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What might that be?
Yeah. For what now?
For work in the office.
Right. The computer.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. That's excellent. Now, so you know how to work on a computer then?
I don't know exactly how to work one, but I be seeing a lot of them. And I know that count for something. Everything means something. Okay,
Ms. Rockwell, let's move on. Do you have telephone skills?
Yes. Okay. Let me tell you something. Like, I get it in. Okay.
No, well, let's just hypothetically, I'm not in the office and a phone call comes to me and you're answering my phone. How would you handle that situation?
Okay, you want me to like pretend like I got you?
Pretend like you're my receptionist or whatever. And,
okay. Bring. Hello? Who this? She ain't here right now. I said she ain't here right now. Do you want to leave a message or something? Who you talking? Do you want to leave a message? Okay.
Miss Rockwell, just let's just let that go. Thank you. Just relax. May I have your application? Maybe that'll be helpful. Could you just hand me?
Right here.
All right, thank you. All right. Well, what happened? What happened to it? It's not complete, Miss Rockwell. I distinctly asked people to make sure that they would fill it out, and you don't. There's no address or anything listed here. I do need to have an address on the application, as I said earlier. Can you give me an address?
Yeah. Well, let me explain. Okay. Sometimes I'll be at my grandmom's, and then other times I'll be at my cousin's. But my grandma said, like, the people around her way keep stealing the mail and stuff. So she was like, get a P.O. box. Right. And I ain't had time to get my P.O. box yet, because I was waiting on some money to come in.
Oh, okay. Well, Ms. Rockwell, okay. I understand. Thank you. Well, what about a phone number? If it, in the unlikely event that something comes through for you, we need to be able to reach you right away. So do you have a telephone number that you can give me to use?
I got you. Yeah, my neighbor downstairs.
Oh, okay, fine.
He used to let us use his phone, right? But then the cops that came and locked him up last week, they said he was running the numbers down there.
Just no stories. Just, do you have a phone number that I can put on this application in case you get a job?
Yes, I got you. You look it out for me. So 215.
215. Okay.
444.
444.
33.
3315. 15. Okay. Now, whose number is that?
My brother gonna take he gonna take a message.
Okay, so it's your brother's number. Brother's phone number.
It's not exactly my brother's number, but if you call between the hours of like 11 and 2.
Wait. But who lives there?
Don't nobody live there. It's a phone on the corner of 52nd and Market. And if you call between the hours of 11 and 2, he gonna take care of business. He gonna take care of business, okay?
I don't understand which. Okay. Look, you know what? Let me just ask you this. Do you have any dependents?
Yeah, we all free, independent, like America, baby. Wait a minute now.
Not independents. Do you, heaven forbid, have any children?
Kids. That's all you had to say, boo. You know what I mean? Kids. No, I ain't got no kids. But let me tell you something. Me and my old man was just talking about that last night.
No. Please spare me, Miss Rockwell. Look, you know what? I'm so sorry. This is not gonna work. This just isn't. I think that this is not working.
I'm sorry. What you mean, boo? What you mean?
I mean, you come in here with your hair in rollers and you're wearing house slippers and you eating all my jelly beans and you're not speaking well. Or I can't think of any office anywhere in the world that I could refer you to go to work. I'm just sorry, Miss Rockwell. You need to. I don't know. I can't help you today. I'm very sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you just got all high and mighty. Okay. Let me tell you something. You can keep your little old piece of job. Okay? This little tiny office you got in them stale jelly beans. I don't need nothing from you. And you ain't got nothing that I want. Okay? I look this way because my man is going to take me out tonight. Okay? You need to learn something. Okay? Look, it's bundles in my bag because you best believe I'm going to be right. Okay? I'm going to tell you what you can do with your job. You ain't got nothing I want. Now, I'm going to spell it out for you on the way out. Nuthin, nothing that I want. What you going to do is keep some respect on Tanisha Rockwell's name. That's what you going to do. I don't need you. Don't you ever disrespect me again.
Mr. Hakeem Taylor in the room. Mr. Hakeem Taylor, would you please come to my desk? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Faith Washington, aka Tanisha Rockwell, and I'm so excited to be a part of this anniversary celebration for Let the Children Sing. I joined Image Theater Ensemble when I was a teenager, and it really taught me discipline, and it gave me a voice, and so many of the acting skills that Elsa Johnson Bass taught us I draw on today, particularly when imposter syndrome comes up and I'm not sure how to walk into a room and I'm not sure, how I want to present myself. I draw on those skills and remind myself that I can show up how I want to show up, when I want to show up, when I need to show up. And so I'm just so thankful and grateful for all of the investments that she made, and I'm so grateful and thankful to be a part of the larger community of Let the Children Sing. Happy 30th anniversary.
Oh, that was the hardest scene to get through without cracking up. Dr. Faith Washington, you are amazing. And I thank God so much for you, just your versatility. I said, as a professional, I didn't know that you would want to do Tanisha Rockwell. And remember, let me do a disclaimer. Any resemblance to any person, living or dead, is purely coincidental. This is a fictitious character as far as we're concerned. And I praise God for the faithfulness in Faith's life. You can see that this young girl had her mind set on accomplishing tremendous goals, and she has gone beyond my wildest expectations, and I know that the best is still yet to come. Thank you, Faith, so very much. And you bring such joy to my life, and I'm so glad to be your godmother. I love you. I'm so happy that we're celebrating what took place 30 years ago. But I want you to be aware that the Cross-Cultural Christian Theater is making history of their own. We have evolved from a Christian theater workshop in 2016 to a full performing group where we did James Weldon Johnson's God's Trombones in April of 2016. Following that, we began to work on the classic, iconic Raisin in the Sun, and we hope that's in the works very soon. But another thing happened. We found that there were children who enjoyed the theater. And what better place to train them than in church and get a chance to teach Bible stories and bring them to life on the stage. Well, not only did we do Bible stories, we premiered our first full-length play this past Christmas entitled The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. And it was held at the Christ-Centered Church of God, where we are in residence. It's our dream and our mission of the Cross-Cultural Christian Theater to engage our community, to entertain our community, and to empower our community through the arts and through faith in Jesus Christ. I want you to meet some young people that were a part of that cast, and they're going to share with you just a little view of what we've been doing. Our first young person is going to tell you our scripture that we say at every gathering. And then a poem that I wrote in 1985, I believe, is going to be recited by other cast members entitled, I Am Not Ashamed of the Gospel of Jesus Christ.
John 3:16. For God to love the world, that he gave in his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. In Matthew's book, chapter 11, Christ gives steps to reaching heaven. The last 3 verses proclaim his might. His yoke is easy and his burden is light. When we accept his holy name, there is no need to be ashamed. He'll bring you through your darkest nights, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Take up the cross and follow me. Luke records in 9:23. Christ points us to our heavenly goal. Why gain the world and lose your soul? He is the center of my life, and I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Luke chapter 6, verse 29, foretells the judgment of the coming time. If his words indeed you hide away, he will be ashamed of you on that day, when in his glory he splits the sky and takes his saints to reign on high. I plan to live with him in paradise, and I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
In John 16, verse 33, the words of Jesus comforts me. All tribulation, sorrow, and pain are overcome in Jesus' name. Don't fear when trouble comes along. He gave his life to make us strong. He's the keeper of my life, and I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
In Romans chapter 1:16, Apostle Paul writes what we mean. Salvation's plan is full and free. Christ gave his life for you and me. He gave his life as a perfect sacrifice, and I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Read 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 16 will tell us more. When we suffer for his name, there is never a reason to be ashamed. Just glorify God on his behalf, look in Satan's face and laugh. I'm glad I heeded this advice, and I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Gospel means good news, and that's what we want to share. You cannot keep Christ a secret and hope to enter up there. So read the Bible, learn the word, and don't quit for any price. Then stand up and boldly proclaim, I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Are you?
I have a lovely surprise for you. Nancy Johnson James is an award-winning author, and she is going to share something with us today. She's written a wonderful new book for children entitled Brown, The Many Shades of Love. Now, when Nancy was a child, she loved to read. She read all kinds of books all of the time. And I just believe the reason she's such a good writer is that she was a good reader. Nancy looked around at people and decided that everybody had value and worth, even as a little child. And now, as an adult and as one who is making her mark in the world, Nancy Johnson James is going to share with our children and encourage them to dream big dreams. Thank you, Nancy.
Brown, The Many Shades of Love, by Nancy Johnson James, illustrated by Constance Moore. My mama's brown is chocolate. It's clear, dark, and sweet. My daddy's brown is an autumn leaf, or like a field of wheat. Brother's brown is cinnamon. It's spicy and so warm. Sister's brown like polished pine, fragrant, tall and strong. Auntie's brown like desert sand, moving with the wind. Uncle's brown like coffee beans, a dark and fragrant blend. My cousins are just babies, all smiles and curly hair. 2 are like brown sugar, and 1 a copper teddy bear. Granny's brown like honey, and Papa's caramel. And my brown is gingerbread. When we bake, I love the smell. My family has so many browns, we're different and the same. I love to paint our shades of skin and give each one a name.
Our next guest, David P. Stevens, has been a part of my life since his very early days. I have watched him grow and been thrilled at how he has managed to turn into a phenomenal musician, an excellent father, a wonderful husband, and a man who loves the Lord, and a terrific son, right, Rev and Sister Stevens? David is one who does not toot his own horn very often, but when you are in the right circle and you mention his name, eyebrows go up. Oh, you know him? I said, do I know him? He's my godson. What do you think? I'm not worried about nepotism, but this young man is remarkable. And when I called and asked if he would participate in his program, he did not miss a beat. He said, yes, when do you need whatever you need? And I told him, and he came along and just blessed our hearts. I want you to listen to this next song because it speaks volumes about the 30 years that we have seen and watched our children grow. And he is a testament of what God can do in the life of a young man with a dream.
Wow, 30 years. Wow, happy 30-year anniversary. Let the Children Sing was so important for me because it was the first time I got a chance to see what kind of production the church could do or could put on, commercially. And it was done so well. And I remember being inspired because I remember Darryl Johnson, and I was just stage crew. I wasn't acting or anything like that, but Darryl Johnson, I remember, brought in some of the most amazing musicians. And it was the first time I had ever experienced the church doing something on that, on that level or that magnitude. And then all of the acting and everything, I still remember the scenes so vividly. I still remember Ardie Brown dancing and, I still remember my sister Faith doing the Shaniqua Rockwell thing and all that. I mean, just so many different memories. So, man, happy 30th year anniversary for Let the Children Sing and Sister Bass and Your Vision. I also want to say that the song that I'll be presenting is called I Am Because of You. And this song is definitely because I feel like I'm a product of Christ Center. I'm a product of, obviously, my father and product of, everything, every lesson that he taught. But also just all the men in the church, I feel like really molded me into who I am as a man, and also even the women. Some of just the examples that I saw of powerful women were the reasons that I chose my wife. A powerful woman of God as well. So that whole experience has just been amazing, and this song is dedicated to Sister Bass and to all of the people who were involved in making Let the Children Sing happen. So God bless you all.
I am because of you. The hard lessons and laughter too, pain and tears, encouraging. I am because of you. I give my all because of you. Because of you, yeah. stand tall because of you. Because of you. I stand on shoulders that are broad and strong. Yeah. Those who helped me compose this song. I could not be if this weren't true. That I am because of you. Give my all because of you, because of you, because of you. And I stand tall because of you, yeah, because of you. I give mine because of you, because of you. And I stand tall, yeah, because of you, because of you, because of you. I give because of you, because of you. I stand tall because of you, because of you, because of you.
Thank you, y'all. Happy anniversary. God bless y'all. This is such a blessing. 30 years of Let the Children Sing. Wow, wow, wow. God bless.
The hardest thing about planning this celebration was the knowledge that there would be two people missing from our gathering. Ardie Stuart Brown and Darryl Johnson Sr. Darryl was our musical director and Ardie was our choreographer, but they were so much more. I'd known Darryl for years and had watched him evolve into a wonderful gentleman and a scholar and musician, and was excited to be a part of his family as he married and had children, and as he helped so many ways with my children. And I met Ardie when my oldest son I was looking for a nursery school, and it just so happened I was working at University City High School, and right across the street from University City High School was the Spring Nursery School of the Arts. Well, we began a friendship. She and I and her sister Patricia Robinson began a lifetime friendship, and I'm so grateful for it. The work that Darryl did for Let the Children Sing and the work that Ardie did for Let the Children Sing made me know how valuable the arts are in the lives of our children. They treated each child as if they were the most important individual on earth, and the children responded to it. And I kept thinking, this is what I want for our children. I want them to have the opportunity to sing and to dance and to know that whether they do it for the rest of their life or not, they had this opportunity to grow. I went to both families and said, would you please create a tribute that would tell your story about your loved ones? And they both the families just went above and beyond whatever I dreamed of. And I want to thank each family, the family of Ardie Stuart Brown and the family of Darryl Johnson Sr., for the work and the hard things you had to go through, I think, because the memories are difficult, but we are getting a glimpse of them that we would not have seen because we didn't know the stories about them that you do. We all love them, we miss them, and their legacy of excellence will live on forever and ever and ever in our hearts. Memories of Darryl and Ardie.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Ardie Stuart Brown began her illustrious career in teaching in the Philadelphia public schools shortly after graduating from Howard University, where she worked at the Powelton Mini School. Her passion for dance and the arts could not be contained, and in 1976, she founded the Dance Theater Studio. She taught dancers of all ages and occasionally took her dancers to New York to participate in classes with the illustrious Dance Theater of Harlem. This desire to expose young dancers to her passion for the arts evolved into her lasting legacy. In September of 1980, Ardie co-founded with her best friend and sister, Patricia Stewart Robinson, the Spring School of the Arts. This uniquely dynamic curriculum introduced hundreds initially and thousands ultimately through the four facets of the arts: music, drama, dance, and visual arts. With a staff of teachers, professional artists, dancers, and storytellers, children from the age of 18 months to 5 years viewed the world through the lens of an artist. From full production casting, professional makeup, building stage scenery, the Spring School of the Arts was truly a state-of-the-art program, with every production an original work of art. Ardie oversaw all rehearsals and every artistic aspect of production. She was truly a creative power of her time. Ardie and her sister Patricia collaborated with their talents to recreate history through theater, traveling the country and Canada as the Stuart Sisters. The most famous of their 30-plus years of performing was The Afro-American Journey. They performed to sold-out auditoriums, churches, schools, and college campuses, from state to state, with their children in tow. Ardie's performance of Harriet Tubman was absolutely captivating. This unique ability to simultaneously educate and inspire was truly one of Ardie's gifts. Along with the Spring of the Arts and her demanding Stuart Sisters performance schedule, Ardie took solace in her writing, producing numerous plays, writing poetry, and authoring children's books. She realized another dream with the publishing of The Sad Owl Who Didn't Give a Hoot. Ardie also extended her talents to senior citizen centers across the Philadelphia area, teaching drama and producing many plays in senior citizen centers. She was never without her infectious smile and energized everything she touched. Ardie's love for dance and music was shared by her husband and childhood friend, Dudley Brown. They performed together on many projects with the Dance Theater Studio, and Dudley was an integral member behind the scenes of many of the performances at the Spring School of the Arts. By far, their greatest production was their three children, Heather, Heath, and Hava, the Triple H Express. Ardie's home was full of laughter and a spirit that was infectious. Her smile and spirit of fun was shared by everyone in the home. There was never a dull moment. Ardie never met a stranger, and her love for humanity was felt by everyone she touched. And her laughter will remain forever in our hearts.
Hello, Dexter Moore here in the studio. I was asked to talk about Darryl and what Darryl's music has meant to me. Darryl's music has meant a lot to me. What he has done for me in my music career, starting all the way back to 1987 when I met him playing for Kings of Priests, eventually to the Gabriel Hardeman delegation in '92, and then D4 in 1995. It's been a great ride playing with Darryl, and just his style of music and how he approached music showed me a different facet of music that I was growing up to, which was mostly church, but being exposed to Gabriel Hardeman and jazz and some older records through Darryl and Don Luke. I call those my they're my older brothers, so they were schooling me, and primarily I learned a whole new element of playing, and Darryl has also been very instrumental in my production career. Most of my clients that I've had for years came through Darryl, because Darryl was the great, the connector. He talked with everybody, and everybody who asked him about getting some music done, Darryl would put me on down first. So I owe Darryl the world, because he really helped build my career as a producer, as a musician, and I just miss him dearly. And I just hope that his legacy will continue to flourish and to live on through his children, through his music on records, and all the musicians that he has affected. There's not one person who has come in touch with Darryl had anything bad to say. It's all been positive, because Darryl was that dude. He was just that type of person that had that effect on everybody.
Hi, this is Carl Cox. I'm a saxophonist, and I had the pleasure of working with Darryl for a long time. I remember when I was just a teenager, and I auditioned for D4, and Darryl was very welcoming, and I was in this little church in Philadelphia, and I did an audition. I didn't know what to expect, and Darryl just said, "Hey man, pick a tune, no pressure, play what you know, play what you want," and I wound up getting a gig, and we all became really good friends. And Darryl always went with the flow, no matter what happens in rehearsal. He's tired from work, he got aggravated from coming from traffic, he's got to drive home an hour and a half from rehearsal, but he always shows up and ready to play, and just willing to listen to anything that anybody had to say, which was awesome. And I've learned a lot from him, being around him, just in his presence, and being able to listen to what he had to say and offer some advice for, improvisation, or maybe soloing, or just in general. And he would call me up randomly, just, "Hey man, how you doing?" And we would talk about music, and try to see what's going on with each other's families and stuff. But musically, Darryl was awesome, and he has an influence on so many people.
Hi, my name is Don. I'm the bassist for D4. I first met Darryl in Philly at a shed many years ago. And for those of you who don't know what a shed is basically a place where musicians gather to share their skills and their knowledge. During this shed, there were a lot of great musicians. And out of the guitar players, Darryl really seemed to stand out to me. So at the end of the shed, I made sure to exchange numbers with him. And over time, we became great friends. During that time, we also played with the Gabriel Hardeman delegation. And we traveled together in that band, and we recorded with them and did lots of fun stuff. Now, during that time, also, there were 4 guys in the band that were really kind of close. And it was the drummer, me, Darryl on guitar, and Dex on keys. And we decided that we would try to get together outside of the Gabriel Hardeman situation and form a band. So we had many rehearsals. And during that time, our chemistry was right. We just clicked. And because we all kind of liked the same type of music. And we formed a band. The band was called D4. And for those of you who don't know, D4 stood for Darryl, Don, Dennis, and Dexter. Now the 4 was just kind of a play on words. We could have used the number 4, we could have used F-O-U-R. We decided just to make it F-O-R. We had a lot of great times in that band, and we played together for about 20 years or so. I miss that band. Darryl was a great, great player, and an even greater guy. I love him, and I miss him a whole lot. God bless you.
You know, it's so funny how God works. I just want to give respect to my dad. Dad, I love you. I hope you're proud. I know you're proud of what you're seeing happening now. You know, we just want to honor you and everything that you've done while you were here. Quick story about my father. When I first decided to go into my doctoral program, I was definitely inspired by my dad. There was a time where my dad, he was coming into a terminal illness. He was dealing with a situation, and he was beginning to lose his speech. And there was a time when I used to visit my dad, I would take him outside and we would have conversations together. And I ultimately asked the question that every son asks his father at some point in time, you know, Dad, what's one thing you wish I would have done differently? Or is there more that I need to do once you're gone? Like what do I need to handle as a man, you know, to take care of everybody? And his response was interesting because he couldn't really talk. He was doing a lot of stuttering, and he couldn't get his words out every time we go out and talk. But when I asked him that one question, that's the last time I remember him talking to me fluently. And it was very interesting. He thought about my question and he was just like, well, son, you know, I don't have any expectations. I know you're gonna do what you're supposed to do, but I wish you would have took your education seriously. And so that caught me off guard. And I was like, where's that coming from? He's like, well, Darryl, I just felt like in high school, you had so much potential. I remember what you looked like from K to 6, and you were always on the honor roll. And then once you got to 7th grade in your high school career, you know, you barely made it. And I just felt like you didn't really try as hard as you can. And he's like, I know that you love children so much. I know that you love working with young people so much. And I just wish that, you know, you pushed yourself, you know, back in that day. You know, I'd be impressed if you pushed yourself now moving forward. Like, I would want to see that. And so that inspired me to achieve the highest level of education possible. Not even just for my dad, but to make sure that young boys who have that mindset, who are doing just enough to get by, recognize that there's somebody who's depending on them to do more. There's somebody out there depending on them to reach their full potential. So like, my life's work now is literally from an idea inspired from my father. So again, Dad, I love you. I thank you for everything that you've instilled in me. And I continue to pay it forward every day. So it does not go in vain. And I hope you're proud to have a doctor in front of your name. I love you, and peace.
Thank you, families. That was lovely. As I was sharing with Desma Johnson, Darryl's wife, during the time we were working on this, one of the things the cross-culture Christian theaters decided to do is to establish 2 scholarships in the names of Darryl Johnson Sr. and Ardie Stuart Brown. Darryl's scholarship will be for students desiring to study music, and Ardie's scholarship will be those students who desire to study dance. We realize that in some small way, this is another opportunity to keep the legacy of these 2 beautiful people alive. Also, if you go to our website, ctwphilly.com, you will find a donate button. If you'd like to donate to either scholarship or both, you may do so. And also, we welcome any donations you'd like to give our theater company. We intend to continue working with our young people and our adults in our community, whether it's virtually or whether it's when we can come back together again. We want to continue to inspire people with great stories, great themes, and to dream big dreams. So won't you help us? Again, ctwphilly.com. Just press the button that says donate, and we will appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, our evening is quickly drawing to a close. This next selection I had not planned to do. I decided this was going to be a night of celebration and joy, and I didn't think that this particular piece would fit. But during our Zoom meeting, Dr. Darryl Johnson Jr. said, "You know, I think you need to do it because with all that's happening in our city, it's very important that this be seen." And so, taking the doctor's advice, I worked on it, and you are now going to see a piece that has been heartbreaking every time I've had to do it, but it's so necessary. The title of this piece is, "I Am Not Coming to Your Funeral."
Breaking news, this just in. Police report 1 teenage male left dead in a shootout on an uptown basketball court. Detectives are searching for what may have caused the killing. The identity of the teen is not yet known.
It slipped silently under my classroom door. I knew the wording on the somber gray-edged card before I picked it up. "We sorrowfully regret to inform you of the untimely passing of your name. A viewing will take place Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. preceding the funeral. Sorrowfully submitted, the family." The crushing weight that had blanketed the entire school seemed to close in on me. I don't know when I made my decision. Perhaps it was as I was watching your friends cleaning out your locker with tears running down their faces. Or perhaps it was when your last test paper fell to the floor while I was cleaning my desk. No matter. My mind is made up. Now, my colleagues and my students are going to question me, and your family may not even understand. But I've made my decision, and it's final. I am not coming to your funeral. I'm not going to be there when they glide your casket down the aisle of a church that you stopped attending when you were 13 years old. You told your mother, "Oh, those church boys are all phony." I won't see the funeral director as he opens your coffin and makes the final adjustments to the brand new suit and tie your mother insisted you wear. A tie? How strange not to see you in your usual designer attire. They're going to compliment themselves on what a good job they did on you. But they won't have long to admire their handiwork. You see, these teenage funerals are always so jam-packed, and there's so many flowers to arrange. I'm not going to see your family file in behind the minister. So many relatives. Well, that must be your cousin from North Carolina, the one that looks just like you. I remember the essay you wrote about how one summer you pretended to be twins. All your aunts and uncles and cousins walking so slowly as if they're in great pain. And your mother's feet barely touch the floor as your brothers help her to her seat. I'm not going to hear the organist try to hush those crying girls in the back row. You always said that girl in third period liked you. You know, the one with the pretty eyes. Well, I guess you were right. I'm not going to have to feel like all the air is being taken out of my lungs when your grandmother begins to moan and rock back and forth while Miss Mamie starts to sing, "Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, help me stand." I'm not going to hear it because I'm not coming to your funeral. Someone will have to tell me about all the cards and letters and condolences you receive. They'll probably even tell me about the big bouquet that comes from the Block Association. Everyone will marvel at all the flowers you've received. They will marvel, but I won't. Because one thing's for sure, I'm not coming to your funeral. Perhaps I seem heartless to you. I mean, after all, you hadn't planned to get killed. One of the last conversations we had was about the dummies, you called them, who got caught. You said you were smarter than that. And you said, besides, your boys always had your back. Your boys. Your boys. Where were your boys? And then you said, "Oh, you don't understand." And you're so right. You are so right. I don't understand. I don't understand how you, bright, intelligent, full of life and full of fun and full of plans, could allow yourself to become a 2-paragraph article under a drug-related death headline. I don't understand. I imagine that the next few classes are going to be spent talking about everything that's happened, everything that's taken place. You would be pleased to know that you're going to be the topic of a writing assignment. Perhaps someone will write of the slow, torturous ride to the cemetery and how everybody awkwardly avoids stepping superstitiously on the brand new dug dirt that's soon gonna fill your grave.
I'm not going to see your mother when she tries to stand and begins to cry out, my baby, why did they have to kill my baby? I'm not going to see your family. Seat her gently and try to fan away the pain. I'm not going to see it because I'm not coming to your funeral. I'm not going to hear the flowers falling softly on your coffin as your friends and family drop them into the hole that's going to be filled with dirt. Everybody knows how clean you are. And now you're going to be covered with dirt. I will pray it doesn't rain, because somehow rain seems to be such a cruel guest at a funeral. My dinner is going to be at my home. There'll be no fried chicken, baked macaroni and cheese, sliced ham, collard greens, or sweet potato pie for me. Somebody even made your favorite peach cobbler. I bet it was Miss Ida, your neighbor who loves you so much. You wrote an essay about how when you were a little boy, she would make up excuses to send you to the store just so she could give you the change. I won't see the minister as he makes his final rounds of all the tables, and he comes to stop at your mother's table. He will tell her that he'll come to the home to visit soon, this week, and that if she needed anything, then feel free to call on him. Your mother will look at him with vacant eyes, nod her head, and the minister will see. He will see. But I won't, because I'm not coming to your funeral. Instead, I want to take the time to think about some of the conversations we had about God and life and faith and belief. And I want to take comfort in the fact that you did believe that there was a God. And I just pray that perhaps while they were tying your hands behind your back or making you kneel on that ground, and even as they were holding the gun to your head, that you had a chance to talk to that God that you believed in. But that's between you and him now. No, I haven't decided not to come to your funeral because I'm afraid. But I'm going to spend that time and find someone just like you. Someone who thinks that their life is their own. Someone who thinks that they're going to live forever. And I'm going to tell them about a student that I loved and one whose death has turned all of our worlds upside down. I'm going to tell them about our sadness, about our heartbreak. I'm going to tell them about how we're never going to laugh with you again. We're never going to hug you again. We're never going to dream with you again. I'm coming to a point where I'm wrestling with dealing with my heartache and anger and my rage
And I'm coming to an attempt to really find a way to make it through this anguish. And I'm coming to a decision that I've got to find a way with so many others who are sick and tired of this killing, sick and tired of the heartache and the loss, to find a way that we will get a point that we can stop this madness that's destroying our communities. I'm coming to believe in the faith that I profess, that God will help us find a way to get through this and to make sure that our children will be able to grow and be everything they were supposed to be. I'm coming to the knowledge that every single moment of our life is important, and we have to hold on to it and live it to the fullest. I'm coming to a place of hope. I'm coming to a place that only love can heal this. But there's one thing for certain, and there's one thing for sure. I am not coming to your funeral. In the 1990 version, following this very emotional piece, the teacher rallies herself and begins to straighten her classroom. She starts to sing a song to herself to encourage herself, and somehow, before long, the stage is filled with singing and dancing children. I can almost hear the beginning notes of Let the Children Sing. Listen, can you hear it?
Teach the children well, our story they must tell. The days go by so fast, they have to learn from our past. Let the children sing, teach them everything that they need to know. Then pray and watch them grow. Let the children learn that life's twists and turns only come along to make them wise and strong. Let the children sing, teach them everything that they need to know. Then pray and watch them grow. Let the children learn that life's twists and turns only come along to make them wise and strong. We'll say.
When we pass through troubled waters, we know we won't be overcome. When we walk through life's fires, we won't burn. Troubles come, yes it's true, but you've taught us what to do. We will pray and we'll believe what we have learned. We'll sing a song of hope, we'll sing a song of love. We'll remember God who leads us on. When days grow dark and long, or we don't feel too strong, we'll think back and lift our voices to sing this song. We'll sing a song, we'll sing a song, we'll sing. We'll remember God who leads us on. When days grow dark and long, or we don't feel too strong, we'll think back and lift our voices to sing this song. We'll sing a song, we'll sing a song, we'll sing. We'll remember God who leads us on. When days grow dark and long, or we don't feel too strong, we'll think back and lift our voices to sing this song.
I am so happy to be a part of the 30th anniversary of Let the Children Sing. I currently live in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, with my 2 children and my dad and our cat. I went to Clarion University and am currently enrolled in the Community College of Philadelphia for paralegal studies. And I work for the School District of Philadelphia. One of my favorite passions or hobbies is to write and also to knit. And I love to learn languages. And I'm just so happy to have this opportunity to be reunited with all of my friends and family who were a part of this journey 30 years ago. Happy 30th year reunion to Let the Children Sing. We love you, Pastor Bass.
Hi, we're the Savage family. My name is Shayna Savage, formerly known as Shayna Chapel, or as Sister Elsa will refer to me as one of the chaplets. I'm currently the Assistant Director of IT Apprenticeships at the School District of Philadelphia. And this is my husband, Ezekiah Savage. He is a world-renowned opera singer. And this is the latest addition to our family, Bear.
I came to know and love Sister Elsa Bass as a student at CAPA, the Creative and Performing Arts High School.
When I think back on my time in Let the Children Sing, it was a moment that mattered in my childhood. It was fun, it was safe, it was God-centered, and it was a pleasure to be a part of. So today, we salute the genius of Sister Elsa Bass in celebration of the 30th year anniversary of Let the Children Sing. Bravo!
Hi, this is Angie Chapel. I'm supposed to talk about the fact that I am one of the original cast members. I believe it was the 1990 play of Let the Children Sing. I was like 8, if I'm not mistaken. I am 21 now. Yeah, that's the right math. I currently live in Virginia. I have 2 children. One who just went away to college and one who just started high school. And yes, I'm still 21. What else? I work for an insurance company as an engineer, and I own a realtor business in Philly where we do most of our work. I think that's all I'm supposed to say. Anyway, bye guys.
Hi from Washington, D.C. Happy 30th anniversary, Let the Children Sing.
Greetings. My name is Thomas Duncan. A quick update about my life. I graduated from Penn State University in 2005, with a degree in mechanical engineering. Since that time, I've worked as a contractor for the Department of Defense doing ship installation work for the United States Navy. I enjoy many things that are real estate and have recently started a Bible study with friends of mine from college. I reside in Pennsylvania. I'd like to say thank you for all those that are taking the time to partake in this experience with us. Happy 30-year reunion, let the children sing. Bye.
Hello, Liz Duncan Gooden here. I am so excited to be able to participate in this virtual version of Let the Children Sing. I can't believe it's been 30 years since we did the original. In the last 30 years since doing the original version of the show, I have gone to school to get my undergraduate degree from Penn State University. I have gone to Georgetown University to get my master's degree. Both of my degrees are in science-related fields. And with those degrees, I have spent the last almost 20 years doing malaria vaccine-related research for the Army. More recently, our department has shifted gears and we are working towards developing a COVID vaccine. In my time down here in Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C., I met my husband, Neil. And after getting married, my husband and I, we had a son named Justin, who is 10 years old. I am extremely grateful in this time to be able to participate in this 30th anniversary of the show. And I just want to say happy 30th anniversary. Let the children sing.
Hello, everybody. My name is Aaron Omari Bass. I'm here with my family. I want to say I have been in education for the last over 2 decades. And this is us at our school. We're doing COVID testing right now, voter registration, we're doing census, and have always been working with the community. Want to say happy 30th anniversary, Let the Children Sing, and happy birthday to Elsa Johnson Bass as well. Have a wonderful day and be blessed.
Hi, we're David and Dorothy Stevens, and we're here to celebrate 30 years of Let the Children Sing. It was 30 years ago. You remember when you used to teach school and you used some of the material?
Yeah, of course. I do. I was excited about teaching, and I used a cassette so many times, about 3 or 4 times. And
you mean you wore out the cassette
yes.
3 or 4 times?
And finally, they learned to say, "Let the children sing." Teach them everything they need to know, and we would pray and let them grow.
Pray and let them grow. That you did, and it was a fine thing that you did, and it was a fine play. Happy anniversary! Happy 30th anniversary! Yay!
Hi, my name is Shayna Stevens Beverly. I was part of the crew in the production of Let the Children Sing 30 years ago. Currently, I live with my husband, Brian, and our 3 dogs in the Richmond, Virginia area. As a member of the Image Theater Ensemble in Philadelphia, Sister Bass introduced us to the theater and taught us to be disciplined and strive for excellence, principles I share with our church youth today. We learned about our heritage, great literature, and many aspects of theater production, both on stage and behind the scenes. Let the Children Sing was a vehicle for creatively showcasing the gospel and spreading that hope to the audience as well as to those who participated. Thank you for the lifelong lessons, and happy 30th anniversary to Let the Children Sing.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What a treat. Oh, thank you so much. I loved it. And I also loved all the tributes. Thank you so very much. I can't say thank you enough. Oh my goodness. That was wonderful. We wanted to lift your hearts. We wanted you to sing of hope and love. And we just are so grateful that you participated tonight. This is a dream come true. This is the best gift ever that I could ever hope for. I want to take an opportunity to thank those who have come alongside, all of our alums who came and sang as a part of the virtual choir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it wasn't easy, and I know that you're super busy, but you came through. I want to especially thank my sons, Aaron and Jarrett Bass, for putting up with their mother one more time. It was great. Every one of you did a tremendous job. I also want to thank those who sent in pictures and who, even though they couldn't make it, they were able to support us. And thank you so very much. I want to give a special shout out to Sister Desma Johnson, who kept this going. Whenever I was a little low on one side, she'd perk me up and say, come on, we can do this. We can do it. So thank you, Des. You were the wind beneath my wings. To our technical crew, thank you so very much. To Jackie Gilmore Stallworth, our Director of Media Services, you are brilliant. Fred Cohen, you are just unbelievable. Thank you so very much. Mr. Austin Woodland, your virtual choir just made my heart glad. Thank you for all that you've done and your patience with us. And I want to thank my mini-me, Marguerite Sutton, the stage manager of life, who came in and put all of us together and in our places where we should be. Thank you very much. And to my pastor, Dr. David Stevens, and Lady Dorothy Stevens, thank you for your love and support. Christ Centered Church of God, you rock. Thank you. And all my friends from around the country that are tuned in, I appreciate you so very much, more than you'll ever know. I think this is the best day ever, and we're going to go out singing Let the Children Sing one more time as the slides roll across the screen, and maybe you'll see somebody you recognize, even yourself. God bless you. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I love you.